I wish I could capture and send to you the essence of the markets in Thailand. They fascinate me. Perhaps a little too much. I'm talking about the food market especially. And, yeah, I went to go see my old mom, Pitayu, that I used to live with when I first came to Chumpon. And the first thing she said to me was, "You look fat." Or maybe it translates as plump. But in any case, the point remains. Yeah, maybe I like the food markets a little too much. But what fascinates me is that you don't go to the supermarket to get your food. You go to the market where people have their stalls set up. Think of Taste of Chicago without the music, just the taste part. Or even, alright, well, even the jazz festival or any of the other big street festivals in Chicago that I love because of the atmosphere there, and I just really like the whole open marketplace feel to everything. But instead of selling expensive jewelry and art and other things that I can't afford, but, always like to look at, instead they sell everyday items at everyday prices. You can buy things for their average, maybe 100 baht or less. This nose ring, I had lost my other nose ring because I take it out every day to teach and then put it back in. And in that, after a couple of weeks, I lost it. And I was thinking, where am I going to find a nose ring in Chumpon? Well, one evening, I wandered down to the night market and I was checking out what they had on offer, and what do you know, lo and behold, I found nose rings for sale at one of the shops, and I got 2 for 30 baht, 2 for $1 nose rings. Sweet. Same thing with shoes and clothing and all sorts of random items and household items and food. It's just so different for me, and I'm sure I'll get used to it and find it not so interesting before too long. But right now, it's still just, I find it awesome because everything is home cooked, and the vegetables are, well, I don't know if they're any fresher or anything, not necessarily, considering they spend all day sitting out without refrigeration. But the point remains, they're still good. They're delicious, and I go and get my fruits and vegetables a couple of times a week, and I get tofu that's made fresh that day, and nam tau hu, which is soy milk that's fresh. You actually get it hot, and then you can take it home and stick it in the refrigerator, or you can drink it hot, and everything is home cooked instead of packaged. What inspired me, actually, got me thinking about all of this stuff, was that my neighbors made this khanom, and it's good, and I definitely won't turn down home cooked sweets, but, to be honest, it's not as good as this that came from the market, because that's also home cooked, and it's made by someone who does it every day. But it's not the same thing every day. Because it's not the supermarket, you'll find a different assortment of things available on a daily basis, and maybe they'll be out of something, and big deal. You come back tomorrow, and maybe they have it, or you just get something else. So it's really cool. You don't get the same sort of sterilized, packaged sameness that you find at a supermarket in America. Of course. And I just think that's really cool. The reason it's like that, of course, is that the people are poor here, and they can't afford to pay what the prices would have to be to make it worthwhile to make everything in a factory and ship it all the way across the country like they do in the US, which I think is so stupid anyway. So, yeah, I guess like you could say that this style really feels more authentic to me, and I love it.